Hey, how you doing? Just want to talk about all the threats and things that the threats that I've been getting from people, and especially these invisible people in my house that are stalking me on a daily basis. And I was supposed to be uh, Nathan. I was supposed to be called Nathan by these people in my house who are stalking me. My name's Sammy, but you know, they tried to change my whole identity and call me Nathan. And I didn't know at first what that meant. All I was being was tortured on a daily basis, where they would just hit me with frequencies and, you know, molest me and things like that. And, you know, I've discussed it in other videos and that. And they tried to call me Nathan and change my whole identity as a person. And my name was the name that they tried to call me was Nathan the Rock Spider. And they tried to turn me into some sort of rock spider. And I know that sounds sick to you. I know that sounds sick, but that's what these people do. You know, they try to turn you into some sort of sexual deviant, and where everything you think about is just sex all the time, and you know, looking at, they use little kids, and they'll use they'll use people everywhere you go, and they'll pull out their phones or whatever, and they'll try to sensitize you to what's going on. And I'm under severe attack a lot of the times by whenever I go out. Um, People are just like, you're not welcomed very well. Even when you go into a shop or trying to get customer service or anything like that, you know, the ladies and all that and people, they treat you fucking pretty bad, and they sort of gaslight you everywhere you go. And because your name's not Nate, because I'm not Nathan anymore, apparently. So you know, I was Nathan once, but they've changed their mind, and all they do is just torture me instead, and just, you know, abuse me on a daily basis, mentally, physically, spiritually. You know, my family's in on it as well. You know, because I'm not Nathan. You know, they're all pretty pissed off at me too, that I didn't change my identity to Nathan. And you know, and I'm under severe attack because of it. I'm being persecuted for just trying to be a good person, pretty much, you know, in my life. Just trying to be an individual, standing up for myself, and just want the things that in my life, like, you know, settle down and just get a job, and, you know, and find the right girl in my life, and that I can have children too. And, you know, raise my children to be good people. But this world's not letting me do that, you know. They're just using these zombies, these puppets, to fucking ruin my life. And you know, they just come from out of the woodworks, out of nowhere. I just pretty much woke up one day, and you know, I was being abused and things like that. And you know, apparently I wasn't good enough for that, for them. And I tried going around Australia to move to different places, different locations, to get away from these people. I tried, you know, I moved to a couple of states, you know, just to get away from these people, but they followed me everywhere I went. You know, I went to my mum's house and went to my friends, and, you know, anywhere I could sort of go to get help from people and that, and to just try to help me through it, because I was just being hit so hard, like, you know. And I woke up every morning. I used to throw up every morning, and I bleed out of my ass every day, and you know, they tear they tear my rectum, and they make me throw up. Um, they all your food and that's being tampered with. Everything you eat and drink, it's always being tampered with as well. And it's just really sick, evil program that whoever's running this, has pretty much got everyone under control. And they all your friends and people they've turned them into these people that are against you now, and you've known them your whole life, and and they just pretend everything's normal and stuff like that. That's how they do it to make you sort of crazy. They just pretend like nothing's going on all around you while you're just trying to make a sandwich, or trying to go to the toilet or something like that, or trying to just visit a friend and things, and they pretend like nothing's going on or anything like that. And but they're grabbing me by my cock pretty much in front of my father, and like they sort of squash my genitalia. And every time I try to speak to somebody, or I go to the shops or anything, they always like play with my genitalia and things like that in front of people. And how worthless I am, like in that department, where I can't even meet anybody and like have a relationship with anybody there, because they're always like teasing me about like how they can stop me from like meeting other people and stuff like that. And because they'll sick everybody on you pretty much. And they can, I don't know how they do it, but somehow they've got even my friends and family convinced that I'm not Sammy anymore, and all this, and like that person that did so much for them in their life. And I was I was part of the family pretty much. And I was part of my neighborhood and everywhere I grew up, and they've turned everyone into these just narcissists. And this narcissistic sort of like way that people go about themselves these days, and they're forcing families and friends to be torn apart through this program that they put people on. And it's all across the world. You see people like with problems and with their families and their friends and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that end up homeless over this. And also people have died. A lot of people have died over issues like all this gang stalking that's going on. These people have got a lot of blood on their hands, or the things that they've done to people. And one day these people are going to pay for the things that they've done, whoever turned these people against me and against other people around the world, for basically trying to live good lives, just trying to live a normal life. But they come into your life and they just fucking ruin it, turn it upside down. And it's all part of the evil program where they sensitize you to everything, all even words, all the words, everything. Like, I watch TV, and I speak to people, and as I'm speaking to people and trying to talk to them, they're like in my head, trying to drive me crazy and things like that. While I'm trying to speak to people, like my father, anything like that, they'll just like start playing with my cock, and like, and make you think just fucking bad things, like in your like no confidence in yourself and things like that. Where they you're trying to talk to somebody, like imagine trying to talk to somebody and somebody squeezing your balls. You know what I mean? That's the kind of sick shit I have to go through every day. And these invisible people, sometimes they'll just like sodomize you. They'll like in front of people and squeeze your balls, and make you like throw up and things like that. And it's just part of their agenda to force people to try to commit suicide, or turn you into some sort of terrorist where you're going to go around on a killing spree and just start killing people or whatever like that. And it's how they create. They're trying to create chaos in the world. Everywhere you go and things like that. They're pretty much trying to create this chaos in your life where you just lash out and attack people you love, your friends and your family, because they try to turn everyone against you pretty much. And it's part of the new world agenda that they've got planned, where because there's no real wars going on. There's no real battles to fight, and the way they sort of create sort of maybe financial gain is to create this chaos in people's lives, just so they can get a paycheck pretty much at the end of the day. And and they go around harassing people and creating this monsterhood everywhere you go, so they can sort of financially gain from it in some sort of way, off benefit of people's bad luck in their lives. And they'll torture the fuck out of you just to try to get some sort of gratification, self gratification from torturing you. And they're just really selfish, evil, narcissistic people. And they're all about themselves pretty much. And they've turned people against each other and that. And kingdoms and governments, they're turning all upside down against each other. And it's slowly it's being exposed. You're seeing the corruption that everywhere that you're seeing in the world. And they're creating this chaos to financially gain from everything. And they're coming into ordinary people's lives, and who are trying to be somewhat of a good person. They're just trying to victimize people everywhere they go. They torture me everywhere I go, and they've got me by my balls pretty much. Everyone I speak to, I've always got to adjust my my balls and my groin area and things like that all the time. And that's because they're just sick, evil program that they've got on. It's their aggression. That's the type of aggressive tactics that they use on people to make you go crazy and things like that. And humiliation of a man's genitalia is a big one. All men know, about how we get treated about our genitalia and things like that. How they're saying we're inadequate, or we can't get it up anymore, or things like that, and all our sexual problems, they take it out on us men, and they're trying to feminize us. And, instead of being an alpha male, they're trying to turn you into these beta male fucking bitch ass fucking people that just take humiliation and disrespect from women and other people and things like that. And they think it's okay to treat a man like that, when we're the chosen ones, we're the chosen people, that have taken on a responsibility to take care of our loved ones, to take care of our friends, and be a man. But yet, they're just humiliating you at the same time. As soon as you're trying to do things for people and help people or whatever, you're being humiliated at the same time. There's sort of taking your kindness for weakness. And they attack on that, everything you do. When I watch television and things like that, they try to, when I look at people's faces and things like that, they try to create like a violent situation where I want to lash out and attack that person for no reason at all, you know, that I just want to like be violent with that person or whatever, wherever I go. And, you know, they're just trying to make people violent all over the world. And, you know, it's part of their chaos tactics to create chaos. When I'm watching TV or listening to the radio or anything like watching YouTube, they try to create a scenario where, you know, people are like killing each other, like we're at each other's throats, pretty much. And it's a real sick fucking behavior how, you know, they create a type of like schizophrenia in people's minds, you know, and they create mental illnesses in people like schizophrenia, bipolar. They create anxiety in people, a lot of bad anxiety. People get when you encounter these gang stalkers and that. And you just got to try to empower yourself and as a person. And you've just got to know it's all fake. Everything that you're doing in your life, these people are trying to just like go out of their way to make it shit, make everything like crap in your life and miserable and things like that. And you've just got to just try to be an empath, always focus on a higher love, than what these people got to offer, because like God has a plan, you know. And you know, one day everything will be back to the way it should be, you know. And hopefully, you know, the humans that are left on the earth after all the catastrophes that are going to happen, that are prophesized, there will be a much better human created out of all this chaos. And that's the only positive thing we have to look forward to. But it's always through death and misery and wars and famine that, you know, the world finally sees what they've done to human beings across the world, and that we deserve better as humans, and we don't deserve to be tortured and humiliated and enslaved by these evil, sick, twisted people running the world. And because they're all under mind control as well, some sort of like program as well, and nobody can escape this gang stalking that's happening in the world. But all you can do is empower yourself, and you know, reading the Quran, reading the Bible, studying Buddhism, studying a lot of like philosophies, and will help you get through this chaotic times that we're living in. And you know, God is coming closer to us every day, and we just got to hear His voice when He calls us to come home. And hopefully, you know, we'll all find our place in the kingdom of God and sit before the throne of judgment and be judged, and for all the things that we've done in our lives. And I'm looking forward to meeting God, and so are a lot of other people, for waiting for the Saviour to come. And then, only then, there'll be a better society than what we're seeing today. Because what these sick devils are offering us are breadcrumbs compared to what God has to offer. And with that being said, it's your boy Sammy, and peace.